The US dollar has long been the world's dominant currency, a powerful symbol of economic might and global influence. It's no secret that it hasn't always had smooth sailing, but could we be witnessing its final days? If you've ever found yourself wondering about what's happening with the greenback and whether its reign is really coming to an end, we're diving into the fascinating world of currency fluctuations and international power plays. Hold on to your wallets because this decline isn't just some short-lived trend. A variety of factors have coalesced in recent years, creating a perfect storm for potential upheaval in our monetary system as we know it. As you watch on, we'll explore how growing national debt levels, shifts in geopolitical power dynamics, and technological innovations are chipping away at the once unshakable foundation of the almighty dollar. Are you ready to see where these waves of changes might lead us? The US dollar is one of the world's most dominant currencies, used for international trade and investment, and held in reserve by many central banks. However, unlike many other currencies, the value of the US dollar is not backed by gold or any other tangible asset. Instead, its value is based on the faith and trust that people place in the stability and strength of the US economy and government. The US dollar's value is largely determined by factors such as interest rates, inflation, and the strength of the US economy. However, in an era where innovation and disruption are the norm, this trust-based currency system has become increasingly precarious. The potential downfall of the US dollar would have far-reaching implications for the global economy. It could lead to a shift in global economic power as other countries and currencies rise in prominence. It could also lead to a loss of faith in the stability of the US economy and government, which could have ripple effects across the financial market. Moreover, the rise of new technologies such as blockchain and cryptocurrencies has challenged the traditional currency system and raised questions about the future of fiat currencies like the US dollar. These new technologies have the potential to disrupt the global financial system and offer new ways of transacting value that are not reliant on trust-based currency systems. The US dollar's value is based on the trust and faith that people place in the US economy and government. However, this trust-based currency system has become increasingly precarious in the face of innovation and disruption. The potential downfall of the US dollar could have far-reaching implications for the global economy, and the rise of new technologies has raised questions about the future of traditional currencies. It's no secret that the US played its cards well to secure its position as the backbone of global transaction. By creating a financial system where other nations pegged their currencies to the dollar, America cleverly ensured they were always at the center of international commerce. The world relied on Uncle Sam for stability and security in economic matters, but now we're starting to see cracks in this once flawless strategy. As more countries seek innovative alternatives to bypass or replace the dollar altogether, it becomes increasingly apparent that change is imminent. While China's yuan poses a formidable challenge, there may be room for even more groundbreaking solutions arising from emerging technology and new economic alliances. One thing is certain, our future economy will look vastly different from what we know today, and it's an exciting prospect for those eager for innovation. As we dive deeper into the realm of lithium policy groups, it's clear that there's a growing sense of urgency to innovate and collaborate in this sector. The formation of such alliances could pave the way for remarkable advancements in battery technology, electric vehicles, and renewable energy storage, all essential components for our planet's sustainable future. It's no wonder that countries like Bolivia are eager to join forces with their Latin American neighbors in order to stay ahead of the curve and maintain control over their valuable resources. By doing so, they're not only strengthening their position on the global market, but also fostering an environment where innovation can thrive, ultimately benefiting us all as we continue to transition towards greener technologies. What better way to fuel the flames of innovation than by investing in a resource that powers our future? As we delve deeper into the Inflation Reduction Act, it becomes apparent that this legislation is more than just an attempt to reduce inflation. It's a forward-thinking move towards securing crucial materials for tomorrow's technology. The act not only incentivizes domestic production, but also encourages collaboration with like-minded allies. By harnessing the power of shared interests and resources, we can work together to strengthen our supply chains and guarantee access to vital minerals needed for groundbreaking innovations in electronics and electric vehicles. The time has come for us to embrace these new opportunities and strive toward a brighter, sustainable future powered by clean energy sources. Imagine a world where China's economic prowess takes center stage, making way for an era of innovation and progress. It is clear that there is a growing concern about the dominance of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Many countries are looking to diversify their currencies and move away from the dollar, with China's yuan emerging as a potential alternative. This shift could have significant implications for the global economy, opening up new avenues for financing and collaboration between nations. As the yuan gains acceptance as a global currency, it could lead to a new era of innovation and progress. Emerging markets could benefit from creative financing solutions that are not tied to the dollar, and collaborative efforts between nations could lead to game-changing ideas that benefit everyone on our interconnected planet. However, it is important to note that the US dollar still makes up the vast majority of global transactions, and its dominance is not going anywhere anytime soon. While there is concern about the possibility of a new reserve currency emerging, it would require a massive black swan event that undermines the United States' role in worldwide trade. In the meantime, it is important to focus on what we can control, such as diversifying our investments, saving enough money, and having a consistent income. By focusing on these factors, we can be in a better position to weather any potential changes in the global economy. While there is growing concern about the dominance of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, it is important to approach this issue with a level head. The emergence of new currencies, such as China's yuan, could lead to new opportunities for growth and collaboration between nations. However, it is important to focus on what we can control and not get caught up in fear-mongering or speculation about the future of the global economy. The petro-yuan's rise is not just a financial phenomenon, but also a symbol of innovation and progress, as countries like Russia, Iran, Venezuela, and some African nations embrace this new currency for oil trade settlements. It signals their willingness to break free from the traditional dominance of the US dollar and explore alternative pathways in global commerce. This shift towards the Chinese yuan and other emerging currencies showcases an eagerness among nations to adapt and evolve with the changing times. By doing so, they're not only diversifying their economic ties, but also fostering a spirit of collaboration that transcends borders, all while fueling the exciting growth of tomorrow's global economy. The rise of the petro-yuan is a significant development in the global economy. It represents a shift away from the traditional dominance of the US dollar and towards a more diversified economic landscape. This shift is not just about financial transactions, but also about fostering a spirit of collaboration and innovation that transcends borders. As more countries embrace new currencies, they are opening up new avenues for trade and investment, which can lead to exciting growth opportunities in the future. As we've seen with the emergence of the petro-yuan, shifts in global currency dynamics are not only possible, but also inevitable. As history has shown us time and again, change is often driven by innovation and progress, even when it comes to something as established as reserve currencies. Looking back at historical changes in reserve currencies provides valuable insights into how these transitions occur and what drives them. For instance, before the US dollar took center stage, the British pound sterling reigned supreme for over a century due to Britain's economic might during its colonial era. However, once that power waned after 2 world wars, it paved the way for America's rise and consequently solidified the US dollar's position as the new global reserve currency. This fascinating cycle of growth and decline is a testament to humanity's desire for advancement and our ability to adapt in an ever-evolving landscape. As we've seen, the US dollar's reign as the world's reserve currency has been backed by clever maneuvering and strategic alliances. But with emerging powers like China stepping into the global economic arena, could we be witnessing a slow but sure shift in monetary dominance? We can't ignore the growing interest in alternative currencies such as the petro-yuan or even digital assets like cryptocurrencies. Coupled with historical trends that have shown us how no single currency remains dominant forever, it leaves us wondering if our reliance on the US dollar is nearing its end. While it might not happen overnight, enough signs are pointing towards